Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm on my way to pick up my daughter up from work, and I was actually going to sit in front of my camera in my little makeup area to talk about the new Shane Dawson series, The Beautiful Life of Jeffree Star. I didn't go over the first episode because I didn't find it necessary to discuss it because it was an intro. Like, I watched it or whatever, but it was really nothing to talk about. There was moments of the first episode that I could relate to. Like, oh, okay, Shane is just like everybody else. He has insecurities or whatever the case is. But it was more of an intro, so I didn't want to waste my time nor yours recapping that. I just want to start off by saying that I am a Shane Dawson subscriber. I like him, you know what I mean? I know that people don't like him for his past issues or whatever. That was actually before my time. I'm not oblivious to the fact that people have a past. I am also aware that people change, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a person who has done stupid stuff, but I have been able to come from it and become a better person, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm nobody's judge to talk about who did what and when, you know, that's not my place. But if you have conducted yourself in a way where you no longer do the same old, then it's like, you know, come on. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not in it to see like, oh, what is Jeffree gonna drop or what he's gonna do. No, I'm actually in it for a Shane because I actually like his videos. Like, I think that he's very clever, very creative, very funny, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that clear. And I feel like some of his humor masks his insecurities, and then I feel bad too because it's just like, oh, you know, that proves that you can have all the success in the world and, you know, still not happy at 100%. You know what I mean? And from watching episode 1, I just feel like this is really going to be the journey of Shane Dawson's makeup collection with Jeffree. If y'all don't already know, because you're on my channel, I am a makeup lover. So why wouldn't I not want to see what he comes up with? First, going in, I was like, nope, I'm not going to spend my money on nothing that Shane puts out because he's associated with Jeffree. But I'm keeping it all the way a buck. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious to see because I understand where people are coming from when it comes down to supporting Jeffree. I'm not in the business in supporting him whatsoever, but I am a supporter of Shane. So I don't know. So I really couldn't tell you where my mind state is when it comes down to that. That's why I'm watching the series to see what comes of it. You know what I mean? So in the beginning of episode 2, you know, I guess they're getting ready to go to Jeffree's office or whatever, just to go meet up with Jeffree. And Andrew, listen, Andrew is the cutest thing ever. This dude, I swear, I feel like when people see the camera out, they want to sit here and, you know, drive close to you to see what the hell you're doing. Mind your business. But I think Andrew is so adorable. He came in, Jeffree Star, suited up, looking fresh to death, and his laugh. Anyway, I just think he's a cutie pie. So, you know, he jumps into the scene, they get ready to go over there, whatever. I don't want to recap like every moment. But I just thought like it was cute when Shane had received his flowers from Morphe. Like, he's funny to me. I'm so sorry for people who don't think so, but I think he is. Like, I think he has personality. He's very funny. So and it's also sweet because he's walking into this beauty industry and he's trying to see, you know, what everybody's about and to be a part of that and to feel like, okay, now I feel like I'm a beauty guru. I'm getting flowers and stuff. So I just thought it was cute. they're sitting there while they're in the kitchen. They're talking about like, I don't know how much I'm gonna get from it. The percentages from this whole makeup venture, and he told Andrew that he was gonna make that he was going to get a percentage. Rylan, is there something about Rylan that irritates the living bejesus out of me that I just cannot, I don't really like the kid. I just don't. Anyway, so he's talking about he deserves 5%. And I'm like, and Shane said it. What'd you do? Why do you deserve 5%? You didn't do anything. So yeah, like Shane was like, okay, what'd you do? Yeah. Shane, if you have any sense, which I know, you're in love, you're gonna throw him a little, coin or two. I get it. I mean, I just wish you wouldn't, but I know that you're going to. So, they go get Jeffree a Slurpee, blah, 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 skipping all of that. Let me not recap it, scene by scene, because none of it's relevant. Like, what I was about to say is not relevant. But anyway, so they show up to, I don't want to go to Jeffree's headquarters, and, I know it's getting dim, the lighting. They show up to Jeffree's headquarters, and there's one thing that I will definitely say about Jeffree Star. We know he came from nothing, and to see his empire, like, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Dude has his own little creative space where he does his photo shoots. He bought another building, and you have to admire the fact that he came from literally rock bottom and build this whole empire for himself and his family. Like, and that should be motivation. Like, I know how people feel about him. I even have my biases when it comes down to him, but we gotta give the brother some credit. Dude is doing the damn thing, and it's just like, what can you say about him? I just wish that this is not off topic, but off of the series a little bit. I just wish that he would take the opportunity to talk to the top beauty creators of color and have a true conversation. I mean, I don't know, maybe they'll be sprinkled in here somewhere where he has a sit-down conversation and kind of lay everything out. I doubt it, but I just wish that there was more cohesion in the community to where there isn't a division. Like, we want to sit here and point out when people do something wrong or whatever, but we don't hold everybody accountable for their wrongdoing. And I feel like things were said, lines were crossed, apologies need to be given, and there should be a sit down to where not everybody has to pick a side, or whenever somebody comes out with a collection or something, they're just like, oh, I'm not supporting because I hate her, I'm not supporting him because I hate him, he did this. Everybody has done something. Now I'm on my soapbox. Everybody has done something in their lifetime that they're not proud of. It's one thing if you continue to maintain horrible behavior, but it's also something different when you've learned from the mistakes you've made and you've grown as a person, and now you have bettered yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I just have a different point of view when it comes down to people who have done dumb stuff and who have grown from it. Like, they deserve that same, I don't know. They just deserve a second chance. That's my belief. I'm sticking to it, and let's move on. I just hope that he invites other people in, but he's not required to do nothing extra. Nobody needs him to pave the way for anybody of color, but I just believe in unity, and the only way that we're going to be united is if we work together and we also recognize where we have gone wrong. So that's all I'm screaming. But anyway, so back to his factory and stuff. Like, he has grown within the past year, and like he said, he's not stopping. He's on the move. He's doing his thing. Like, you can't knock the dude's hustle, regardless of how you feel about him, because I feel like he's doing more than a lot of people, than anybody that's in the beauty community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't follow everybody, but you know what I mean. So as they're going through the factory, I feel like this was typical Jeffree, kind of petty. And also too with Shane and the editing, when he brings up James Charles and the sister apparel or whatever, and at this point we all know that they're not buddies anymore, right? So it was like, why did you feel the need to bring up Dude's merch unless it's leading up to the reason why you guys are no longer friends now, or where you guys make up, y'all go, where you're gonna show where you guys are now friends. And I don't know, I just feel like, okay, so this is where you're trying to get people, you're baiting people in with the tea, or the foolery that occurred between you, him, and Tati. I know. Okay, anyway, so I just feel like with him saying, he bringing up the sister apparel, James Charles, and bringing up that he's, that he looks at James Charles like a little brother. I just felt like, okay, now we're getting a little, like, to me, I just felt like, okay, you might be getting a little messy, so, like, relax. Like, kind of just stick to the makeup and what you're doing with Shane. Like, leave everybody else out of it. Excuse me, I just feel like it's unnecessary. But anyway, I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but for me, I'm just like, oh, I can feel the petty. And then when he said, oh, he's like a little brother to me, was it just me, or was it that there was some sarcasm behind that? Like, his sinister grin, all I felt was sarcasm. I'm not looking, because I don't want none of Jeffree's little whack, stands coming for me, because they're all a little, extra when you say something that may not favor Jeffree. People do the hella most, but I'm for it, because I'm gonna tell you about yourself too, boo. I don't got time. But I don't know, I felt a little sarcasm, but that could be me. I could be reaching. I could definitely be reaching. I hate when people just be riding your tail. Like, relax, enjoy the ride, get up off me, or get from behind me, or not. Okay, go ahead, dude. Go ahead, pass everybody. So now you being nosy. Pass me. You see a camera? Just pass me. All up in the mix. Mind your business. Let me tell you something. People can't hear. Listen, you want to be on camera? Good Lord. Mind your business. Slowing up just to see what I'm doing. I'm going the speed limit. I'm not holding you up from nothing. Idiot. So, before they go into the conference room, I worry about Shane and his anxiety. So he said he had to go to the bathroom. Dude is breaking out in a cold sweat. Like, he can't process what he's about to embark. Like, poor kid doesn't know how to handle stress whatsoever. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, stuff like that worries me for anybody. Like, I get panic attacks on the rare occasion or whatever. I have never been under meds. Well, let me take it back. When I had, was it my first child? When I had Noelle, I had slight postpartum, like the blues. I had more like the baby blues versus postpartum depression. And they put me on Zoloft. Listen, Zoloft is horrible. It didn't do anything. Like, I had to shake myself off or whatever. People cope differently. I'm more of, let me talk myself out of the misery, because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to submit into the darkness. Like, that's just not what we're doing here. But nonetheless, so Shane is having a breakdown or whatever, kind of can't handle his nerves. And I'm just like, okay. I feel like, everybody makes a comment like, oh, Shane acts like he's poor or whatever, and like he doesn't have much. I don't think that he doesn't think he has much. It's clear. It's obvious the dude has money, right? But I feel like for him, it's more of, I didn't manage my money well. Like, the deals that I got, I didn't negotiate properly, or I didn't have people to have my back. And now I have the opportunity to make more money, and someone's giving me the opportunity to at least get a bulk of what I deserve. And it's just too much for him to like comprehend. And he probably also feels like, I should have been further along. I've been doing this for, up 10 years, and I really have nothing to show for it because, again, I managed my money poorly. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or no one told me, or no one had my back. It was more of a money grab for them. You know what I'm saying? And also too, when it comes down to this whole makeup collection with Jeffree, I personally, I don't know why people always got their panties in a bunch and feel like someone has an ulterior motive. Who cares if this dude decides to start his own makeup line, period, and said, you know what, all I want to do is, make makeup for the rest of my life. So what? Either we're gonna buy it or we're not. It's not like, why are you so hell-bent about what someone else does? I don't understand that. Like, I don't know. I see things differently than a lot of people do, and I just don't understand what is the harm with this guy wanting to do makeup. Oh, because he didn't start off that way? So what? A lot of people, like Rihanna started off singing. Who would have thought that from 2003, 2004, whenever she came out, that she was gonna have a successful makeup line? The girl was singing. Like, no one thought that she was gonna be that successful. So like, when people talk about, oh, money grab this, money grab that, it's like, if you don't pipe down and relax, like, stop being so pressed about what another person is doing, period. Okay. And he does a lot of self-sabotaging, like negative talk, and it's just like, Shane, I need you to take a sedative and relax. Like, that everything that you have been putting out, this is not product wise, but just the talent that God gave you, that it's going to be a success. You also know that the person that you're partnering up with is also successful, and it's just like, there's no way. There's no way that, you're constantly thinking negatively, like something isn't going to work, because it just can't be the case. It just can't. So just relax. So when he was talking about how his merch isn't the most successful, or he doesn't sell a lot of, I can believe that. And this is why, because as a subscriber, just not to him, but to other channels and everybody who wants to put out merch and t-shirts or whatever, this is me. Like, I may like you, but I don't think that I want to wear your name across my body. I'm not an uber fan of anybody, truth be told. Like, I'm just not. I don't want to walk around wearing your name on me. It's one thing to get maybe a pop socket or a cup, but even with that, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't idolize anybody, so I don't want to, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just not, I have yet to click on any of the people that I follow and look at any of their merch. I don't support them in that way. I feel like I support you when I look at your videos. I support you when I give you a thumbs up. I don't always comment either, because I don't, like, what am I going to say? Like, I don't always comment. Like, as a upcoming, I don't want to say a YouTuber, but as a creator or upcoming creator, I want people to engage. I just don't know what to say, because people are so ignorant nowadays. It's just like, I'm not trying to go back and forth with the ignorance. I'll say what I have to say. If there's something that I'm very passionate about, or I feel like needs to be said, I'll say it. But other than that, I don't comment. So now they're in the conference room and they're discussing like the quality of makeup, the packaging and things of that nature. And Shane states that he has done some research. And again, this is where Jeffree starts pulling out his petty bag, because he mentions that, oh, you did, Ryland's makeup and you used my enemy's primer. I'm surprised that Ryland's face didn't melt off. Not verbatim, but along those lines. And it's just like, sir, why? Now, granted, he did state that, the owner of Too Faced, or the CEO of Too Faced, that was his name, Jared, I don't know. Anyway, that guy. So he said that his makeup line is clown makeup. Now, if that's what was said, it's like you have outdone him, Jeffree. Like, your uniqueness, the quality of makeup is way better than his. Like, why are we even engaging or even starting up a conversation that's negative? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you don't like him or whatever, and why can't Shane use something by Too Faced? Like, we don't own nobody here, right? Like, he's entitled and he's able to do whatever he wants to do. He doesn't have to check with you, or he's not checking who you don't like in order to avoid them. Everybody's grown here, I'm assuming. So I just feel like it was unnecessary for him to even state, oh, well, that's my enemy or whatever, and go into the whole detail. So that kind of just opened up the conversation about Nikki Tutorials and what she didn't get from Too Faced. And I feel like, okay, so I felt like it was very catty of him to even bring up Jared Blandino's name into the mix. Like, it wasn't necessary. You didn't have to talk about him, at least in my opinion. So then they talk about the cost of goods. Now, I will say this part was actually my favorite part of the video because it gave me a lot of insight about starting a makeup line, the cost of it, doing it overseas versus doing it in the States, and the difference in quality. I feel like it was a lot of education, and I appreciate Jeffree for even putting it out there like that, because at the end of the day, he doesn't have to know that his blood sugar palette. Now, granted, I did purchase that palette, and to know it costs $20 to create, and I think it was actually $52, when knowingly, because his stuff is custom, that he can charge so much. The insight was, I just thought that for a person like myself, or just not just for me, for any other creator who is interested in starting their own line, it was a lot of information. It also kind of opens up your eyes to what you spend your money on and what you may not want to spend your money on ever again. Oh, is this girl ready? I know that. So now that we have a Morphe store in Atlanta, I am going to be tempted to either take time off, go in late to work, to go check it out when it comes out. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm curious to see how it goes. So they're going over the Pantone book. I hope I'm not skipping spots. So they're talking about lipstick shade names. They're going over the Pantone book for him to pick out his shades, to name the shades of his eyeshadows and his lipsticks. I will say the names of the eyeshadows and the lipsticks are bomb. The two lipsticks that I am curious to try are We Filming and Shane. So far, from what I can tell, the other lipstick shades do not interest me. I'm not interested in, at least from the font color that they had. I got to see stuff up close and personal, but so far Shane and Are We Filming, because again, I like Andrew, and the fact that it's going to be a red shade or orangey red, I am interested in that. And that kind of wraps it up. So that's the end of episode 2. I'm pretty sure the episode 3 will probably come out on Tuesday. I don't know Shane's schedule like that, but I think it's going to come out on Tuesday, I guess, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard or Central, I don't know, on the Cali side of stuff. But the last thing, this has nothing to do with the makeup or whatever. When he comes, he's pulling up to the house. He has packages or whatever. This was such an irritant for me. The man is trying to open up the door. He has boxes galore. And Jeffree gave him the bedazzled ranch bottle. And Rylan opens the door. The first thing he grabs was the bedazzled ranch bottle. You didn't want to help your man with the boxes? Like, I'm going to post a picture up here that irritated me. Like, sir, you really bugged me. Your man literally had a bunch of boxes in his hand and you didn't want to help him? I can't stand him. I can't stand him. But anyway, I'm excited to see what episode 3 is going to bring. And in part 3 is the drama in the beauty world. So This might get a little interesting, a little messy. If it comes out on Tuesday, I will definitely do my best to recap it, like record it Tuesday, have it up Wednesday. But I'm doing the look that I did today. I wanted to have, well, we'll figure it out. If you get 2 videos from me in one day, you just do. If not, I'll just save it for the next day, Thursday. It's not that big of a deal. I might save, oh, that's what I might do. I might save the recap from part 3 to post on Thursday, so then it's right before part 4, which would be on Friday if he decides to do it like that. But anyway, guys, that's my insight. Let me know what you think so far. Are you watching this Shane Dawson series? If so, leave a comment down below. Let me know, your thoughts of it. Are you thinking along the same lines when it comes down to the product that he's about to put out? Are you going to buy it just to support either party? Like, let me know. Because I just might. And I also, too, and I just want to put this out there, I just want for this beauty community to kind of figure out the direction it wants to go in. Whether they want to continue to have ugly personalities, have personal vendettas against each other, and do the complete opposite of beauty, like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, something needs to change. The vibe, the aura needs to change, and people need to get off their high horse, and it's not about them. Artistry, makeup, beauty shouldn't be so miserable. People need to just get a grip and get off their high horse and get off that ego trip, because it's causing a problem. It's causing a wedge. When people literally feel like the beauty community is ugly, how does that even go together? You know what I mean? But anyway, I just want to, get your opinion on certain things. Well, get your opinion on this whole situation and how you feeling. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What I just said comment. Don't forget to like and comment. Damn, I said it again. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. If you want to catch a girl on social media, you can find me on everything Talia's Eye Candy. That's on Twitter, Snapchat barely, but I'm there. Snapchat and Instagram. And if you want to capture my my weight loss, you can find me on Beauty from the Inside Out 365 on Instagram. That's my second Instagram page. And I'll catch you all in the next one. We'll talk about Shane, or we'll discuss makeup. We're gonna talk about something. You guys have a great one. Bye. Llegó la mami que todo desespera, te deja